Good evening and welcome to tonight's upload. My name's Emma. Subscribe for hauls, vlogs and all sorts of other things. So, week 2 of the doom, that is bed rest. I spent the last week in bed. Very boring. I'm still in bed. I can make it to the toilet. That's exciting news. But I thought I'd film a little Ask Me Anything, as I didn't want to not put anything on my YouTube channel because I kind of loved it. So I asked a few questions. First of all, we need to embrace, I've got autumn pyjamas on, the hedgehog pillow that some of you loved and some of you laughed at, and also autumn duvet. So let's crack on and I'll answer some of your questions whilst looking both pale, poorly and slightly uncomfortable. Okay, so first of all, Claire Candy, hello! Do you remember what it was like to get to your first 100 subs? How long did it take? Did it feel like you were never going to find an audience? I'm not gonna lie, YouTube does take quite a while to build up subscribers, especially I think if you're in a bracket of somebody who's, you know, late 20s, late 30s and a mom. I think it does take a while to find your people. But, you know, I've been doing it for 2 years and still have only got a relatively small audience, but you're all fab and hopefully it'll gain a bit more momentum. So, thanks for your question, Claire. Mummy and Wifey, what do you think the hardest part of parenting? That was from Twitter. I find the hardest part of parenting for me is the never-ending guilt. I am always guilty. When I work, I'm guilt. When I'm at home, I'm guilty because I'm not doing enough with the kids. When I'm lying in bed, I'm guilty because I'm not up, even though I shouldn't be guilty because I'm poorly. Guilt, guilt, guilt. I'm always guilt. Leave in a comment if you're guilty and what you're most guilty about. It's just like, it's stupid. I don't know why we beat ourselves up so much, but we really do feel awful quite a lot of the time, and it's so stupid. Okay, also off Twitter, we've got Hanny, which is at H_M_B6. Hello! How do you get a blog physically up and running? I'm not going to chat about it here, but if you would like me to do a video based on YouTube and blogs, let me know in the comments. But I will leave below in the description box a blog post called So You Want to Start a Blog, which gives you all links and all ways to kind of start a blog. So hopefully that will help you. Gem at GM_and them. Batch cook for the freezer or fresh meals every day? I can honestly say I am a dreadful cook. I always have been. I did go through a phase of like weaning when I was weaning, and we did purees when my little girl was little, because it wasn't, baby-led weaning wasn't a thing then. It wasn't invented. So I did batch cook and keep that in the freezer, and that's probably the only time. I reckon if you opened the freezer, there would still be little frozen pots of butternut squash. We kind of just cook every day. I'm not the greatest for ideas about cooking, I'm afraid. I'm a little bit useless. So we just kind of cook as and when and just wing it. We hardcore wing it. Next, we've got Polly, which is at Polbag. What are your top tips for encouraging good sleep habits in babies? Oh, my girl slept amazingly, still sleeps amazingly. With her, it was definite routine. We did, well, with both of them, we did like, you know, the bath, the book, the relaxation, and she was just, and has always been, the dream model child with sleep. However, the boy, he's not like that. Often one of us end up sleeping with him, and by one of us I mean my husband end up sleeping with him. I haven't really got any top tips. I would say that just routine works really well. Maybe buy them, I mean it's only 6 months, so that's a bit more tricky, but with the older kids, we bought them like beds that they wanted, so I haven't had a bunk bed. Ethan's got like Spider-Man sheets, so not much help, but I'd say routine is a good one. Deb Dale, what other jobs have you done before teaching, and what made you decide to be a teacher? Hello, that's from YouTube. I actually worked in public relations, so I was a PR for about 5 years, and I can honestly say, if there was an award for the worst person working in PR, that would have gone to me. I was dreadful of it. I never graduated past the lowest rank because I was so bad at it. I just found it a really hard job because I found it a little bit boring, like phoning people up, and this was before we had like emailing press releases and stuff. It was just, you have to phone newspapers. Do you want to put this article about mezzanine flooring in your paper? No. Oh, okay, then bye. I was rubbish. I've got friends who are like highly successful at it. I was dreadful. So basically what I did was I wanted to give up my job. What can I do? I'll become a teacher. That was it. And then I just went off. 12 years later, I'm still teaching in the same school. And I absolutely flipping love it, which is why I've been a bit sad about missing time off work. So hopefully I'll get better soon. Now, I also got some questions on Instagram. Go and follow me over there, which were, I'm so technically minded. Okay, we have got from Lil's Mirror. I'm really struggling with getting organised and motivated recently for work, house crap courses, etc. I just procrastinate. I think a good thing to do is write lists. I am quite a go person. So, but to the point of where I absolutely burn myself out. If you think about it, I've got 2 children, I've got a job, I write a blog, I have a YouTube channel. So sometimes I actually go too far the other way and I'm like psychotically shouting at everybody. So I need tips on how to like just relax a little bit. I'm surprised my husband doesn't kill me. Lying in bed has been so difficult for me. I've really found it really hard not doing anything. I'd say definitely get a diary, definitely write to-do lists, and definitely don't beat yourself up if you don't get everything done, because life's too short. Okay, another question from Amy Turtle off Instagram. Hello, Amy. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? 1, hopefully out this bloody bed. 2, oh my God, I have no idea. Probably still teaching. Maybe have gone back to work full time, I'd have thought. I'd probably still be doing the blog, but obviously I don't think I'll be writing about like toddlers and stuff because I won't have any toddlers. So I don't know really. Maybe back full-time teaching or an international pop star. Who knows? It could be either of those things. SW Harriet Jane B. Hello, how are you? What do you use to edit your vlogs? I am very basic and I use iMovie on my MacBook Air. Very easy to use. And then we have Sophia_Lily12. Hello. What are your Christmas plans this year for the kids? And do I do Christmas Eve boxes and Elf on the Shelf? Christmas plans is we open presents here, then we'll go to one of our parents for Christmas lunch, and then we alternate it. However, I do think we're getting to that point where we need to spend Christmas Day at home. Leave in the comments what you do. I'd be interested to hear if you see family on Christmas Day. I don't do Christmas Eve boxes and I don't do Elf on the Shelf. I don't know if this makes me a bad person, but my children don't know these things exist. And I know I would forget to do Elf on the Shelf and then end up waking at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to construct a giant Elf on the Shelf plan for my child. We do an advent calendar. That's it. When I do Vlogmas and go watch my old Vlogmas, you will see that December for us is crazy. It's my birthday, it's my daughter's birthday, it's our wedding anniversary, we've got Christmas, and shortly after is my son's birthday. So I ain't got time for no creepy elf sat on a shelf. I have had another question from Clark's on Tour. Hello, which is about social media and how have I grown my social media. Again, if you want me to do a full video when I'm feeling a bit better on YouTube and blog, leave a comment. But social media, I kind of just think you just got to crack on at it really. I've been doing this for nearly 3 years, so it's kind of a slow thing. I think Twitter, you just accrue it. But with Instagram, maybe think about what times you post things. I think posting things really early in the morning is really good for moms. Same with Facebook, or maybe kind of later in the evening. You just got to keep plugging on at it. So thanks for all your lovely questions. I really appreciate it. Let's all embrace that I look a little bit like the mom that time forgot, that needs a full facial and body, I don't know, something. I managed to wash my hair, so we should all high five for that, to be honest. As I say, still in bed, let's see what happens in the next week. Fingers crossed that I just keep getting better and better, because I've got a few cracking hauls. I've got loads of stationery haul stuff to do for haul, and I also placed a big order from Bath and Body Works from actual America, and that has actually been shipped over, so I'm waiting for that to come. So I've got to learn to walk, so I can basically go down the stairs and answer the door to get the candles. I will see you very soon for another upload. Come and keep me company on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook to see how I am, and cheer me up and send me any funny pictures, and I can't wait to see you soon. High five if you enjoyed this video, and a big thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to. I promise I'll look better next time. Bye guys.